Okay, solving linear inequalities, introduction. The directions say to solve each linear inequality, justify your steps, and plot the solution on a number line. So number one, x plus 7 is less than 12. Again, that's less than. And we're going to do just like we do with an equation, we're going to subtract 7. So I get x is less than 5. That's my answer. So now it's just less than, so it's an open circle. I'm going to shade in everything less than 5. So those are all the numbers that are less than 5. I'm going to draw a big arrow at the end. Okay, number 2. It says greater than or equal to. So I'm going to add 5 just like I would with an equation. We get x is greater than or equal to negative 2. So since it's greater than or equal to, I'm going to fill in the circle. And since it's greater than, I'm going to shade everything to the right. Like so. So that's the solution for everything greater than or equal to negative 2. And now we're going to go to another example. I may have to move the paper around a little bit because of how it prints. Okay. Number 3, 10x is less than or equal to negative 40. So again, that's less than or equal to. So I'm going to divide by 10. So I get x is less than or equal to negative 4. So since it's equal to, I have to shade in that dot. That's less than, I'm going to shade everything into the left. And what's kind of cool is that the arrow points the way. The arrow that you draw in your graph should be the same direction as your inequality. Okay, number 4. I'm going to divide by 4. So we get x is less than 3. I'm going to do an open circle since it's less than. I'm going to shade in everything to the left, which would be all the numbers less than 3. Okay, so you hopefully have noticed that so far this isn't that different than solving equations. Alright, let's look at 2 more examples. Number 5, negative 3x is greater than or equal to negative 15. So I'm going to divide by negative 3, or we could multiply by negative 1/3. And I get x here and I get 5 here. And I have to switch the direction of the inequality whenever you divide or multiply by a negative sign, which is what it says down here in red. Okay? So whenever you divide or multiply by a negative quantity, you switch the direction of the inequality. I still have to graph it. Since it's equal to, it's a fold-in circle. It's going to be everything left since it's less. So I'm going to shade in everything to the left. I'm going to draw a big arrow down here. Like that. Okay. Last example. This one is a little more challenging, but I think you're up to it. Okay, I'm going to distribute first. So I go with an equation. So I get 4 minus 2x is less than 12 minus 4x. Okay, I'm going to add 4x. So I get 4 plus 2x is less than 12. Because I like, with these, I like my x's to be on the left side of the inequality. So now I'm going to subtract 4. So I get 2x is less than 8. And now I'm going to divide by 2. So I get x is less than 4. So I find 4, I do an open circle, and I shade in everything to the left because we're less than. Alright, because I want everything in the direction of inequality. Now let's say we did the problem over again. Less than 4 times 3 minus x, and I distribute. 4 minus 2x is less than 12 minus 4x. And let's say instead I add 2x. So we get 4 is less than 12 minus 2x. And then I subtract 12, so I get negative 8. is less than negative 2x. And now I divide by negative 2. Okay, so when I divide by negative 2, I get 4, but I have to switch the direction of my inequality so it points towards the x. Hey, just like it did up here, right? And so I could rewrite that like that, just like I got before. Now these two are the same, but if you write it with your x on the left side, your graphing is a lot easier.